Hey Paul, we're here to see your gym and fridge.
Hey everyone. Come on in.
Number 99, Paul Rabil.
All right, let's see that gym.
All right, this is my sanctuary. It's an outdoor gym. It was perfect during the pandemic.
How often do you work out?
I work out about 4 times a week. Each of my workouts changes depending on how I feel physically after the game. To start the week, you want to work out really hard so you can deal with the soreness, and then you taper back your workout on Thursday and Friday.
What are your fitness goals?
They change depending on the time of the year and the stage of my career I'm in. So when I'm in my off season, that's when I'm really hammering and like buckling down, trying to build strength and speed that I didn't have from the previous year. When I'm in season, my training workouts change. They're really about maintaining and injury prevention. Well, since announcing my retirement, one of the things that I'm actually low-key excited about post-retirement, I don't have to push myself as hard as I did when I was a pro athlete looking to win a championship every season. So I get to enjoy the workouts a little bit more and have more fun and not constantly challenged by guilt trips of like, gotta do one more set.
What was one thing you enjoyed during your last professional season?
Something that I really enjoyed this last season was training in a sports bra. It got a ton of flare up on social media. Oh, you're wearing a sports bra, how could you? And I like running up against overly toxic masculinity in sports and embracing the rise of gender equality in sports. And sometimes my nipples chafe.
What's your favorite workout?
I will say that when I was younger, I liked doing upper body work more because it was more visible. And then as I got smarter and wanted to actually accomplish my goals in lacrosse, which was be the greatest player of all time and win as many championships and MVPs as possible, it was like, oh no, it's actually about your foundation, your legs, your lower body. So I turned what I didn't like into something that I loved. Now, as we talked about goals, I'm gonna share one that I'm working on with you as part of my retirement. It's called Goals for Greatness. Not necessarily about access to sticks, it's about the access to the game. If a young girl, boy, or even adult wants to play lacrosse, they should be able to do that like there are basketball courts and baseball diamonds at every park and rec. Increasing that accessibility will increase the visibility and awareness of lacrosse.
What's the furthest you've ever thrown a lacrosse ball?
I do have a YouTube video of me throwing a lacrosse ball the distance of a home run at Citi Field, so where the New York Mets play. I think the distance would then be 340 or 350 feet. Cleared it, no problem.
All right, show us your fridge.
Welcome to my kitchen. I have my cold brews up top, a drink called Koya, which is plant-based protein. I keep these yogurts. These are my favorite brands. I know how important hydration is, but I have a difficult time just consuming water, so I do like sparkling water, this brand called Bubbly. My Gatorades for post-workouts. This is my favorite type of Gatorade. It's called Glacier Freeze. I think it tastes great, but I also love the color blue. And then I have an egg carton, pasture raised and hand selected. If there's something that I've learned to invest in as a 35-year-old athlete, it is your nutrition and your sleep. I have a kick-ass mattress downstairs that helps me sleep well, and I always invest a little bit more in my food. Eggs is a good place to do that.
How has your diet changed over the years?
For 2 years, I was vegan. And the reason I jumped into veganism is that I have herniated discs in my lower back. And I was getting epidurals and all this medical treatment to try to figure out how I could put my socks on without pain every morning. It was really difficult, couldn't find solutions. So I focused on my nutrition. If I couldn't do anything about my protruding discs that were pinching my nerve, what I could do is try to adopt a diet that lowered inflammation in my body. Going vegan eliminated a lot of that muscular inflammation, and in 3 weeks, I felt better.
What do you always have in your fridge?
I grew up on tofu and kale. We were doing kale before it was popular, and tofu. I have my plant-based meat. It's actually fantastic, and it's the future. It saves water, it saves animals on the planet. I also have tried this Just Egg. It's really good, so it's fake egg, but it tastes like real egg. So, beets. I don't particularly love beets, but I know they're really good for me, so I try to have them a couple times a week. I love having cilantro in my fridge. I'm not a great cook, but when I do cook, it feels like the magic salve. Not sure about this recipe here. Throw some cilantro on it and everyone's happy.
What will we never see in your fridge?
If you were to have seen my fridge 10 years ago, it would have been steak and chicken. I am an athlete that overconsumed meat-based protein. And so I grew up watching Arnold Schwarzenegger and all these guys and saying, hey, I can eat as much protein as possible. If my body can't handle it, it'll shed it. So now when I do integrate a steak once a week or chicken, I think I experience a lot of effects that it's intended for.
How does your diet change when you're on the road?
So if you're an athlete like me or an entrepreneur that's always on the road, sometimes sticking to a diet like vegan may not be the best food that you can have in an airport in the middle of the country. It just may not be available. But what's really important is that you just get what's best on the menu if it doesn't work for your diet rather than not eating at all.
What's your snack strategy?
I love peanut butter and almond butter as a snack. I will grab a banana and just spread the peanut butter on it. Great source of potassium. I try to have an avocado every day, and then sweet potatoes. This is the best traveling carbohydrate source on the planet. When I'm playing during season, I'll throw one of the aluminum foil wrapped sweet potatoes in my bag before or after lunch, and it gives you that refuel.
What does your cheat day look like?
I'll tell you something about cheat days. Dwayne Johnson, if you're watching this, big fan, don't believe in cheat days. Having a big day where you kind of reset the system actually had more detriment in my career because of the inconsistency of my week to week. If I was more of a stable athlete, say played in the NFL, and I could time everything that I had Sunday games. But for me in my life and all the travel that I do, timing cheat days were a big risk for me.
All right, it's rapid fire time. Workout time, 7 a.m. or 7 p.m.?
7 a.m.
Squat or deadlift?
Squat.
Favorite song on playlist?
I always want to give a good one for that. Let's just not include it.
CrossFit, yay or nay?
Yay.
Pull-ups or chin-ups?
Pull-ups.
Dumbbells or kettlebells?
Kettlebells.
Run on the treadmill or the great outdoors?
Outside.
Cardio or weights?
Cardio.
Big legs or big arms?
Big legs.
Biggest compliment, jacked, cut, ripped, or swole?
I think they're all pretty good, but jacked.
If you could work out with anyone in the world, dead or alive, who would it be?
Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne, comment below. Okay guys, hopefully you enjoyed my refrigerator and this outdoor gym. Let's just be honest. I'm not really sweating. I've been talking about sweating. I haven't done the workout yet. I'm gonna do it. You can stick around for that, but I heard the crew's gotta go. See ya.